99X, Barnes and Leslie, we are your Morning X. One of my favorite bits or whatever or segments we do is the streamer segment because we're both so into it.
We consume and binge a lot.
I can be busier than hell, but I will find time to get my stupid shows in. 90 Day Fiancé ain't gonna pass me up. So, what are you watching right now?
I just finished Lessons in Chemistry with Brie Larson. Only 8 episodes on Apple TV. It's so good.
Is it weird?
No, it's based on a book. She's amazing. And now I'm in the middle of the final season of The Crown.
I just finished, my number one today, I'll hold that because I'm going to tell you about it and get you right over to it. Bachelor ended, so I'm in that weird time, before the next Bachelorette and all that stuff. I don't know if they're going to do a Golden Bachelor again, or now they're, could it be a Golden Bachelorette? I haven't seen it.
The roles are so reversed on this show.
Yeah, the best ratings they've ever had. But I'm in that weird period because the strike just ended and we're waiting. It's going to be a long time. It's going to be probably April. They haven't really even said. Are they going to do longer summer?
Why don't you skip some of the reality and head over to my end of the drama?
Because some of the dramas, they move too slow for me, and I just kind of I can't
get into them, Barnes.
Escaping Twin Flames. Now, we love us some cults on the Morning X.
Is this a culter?
We had India Oxenberg on from NXIVM, who escaped NXIVM. That was incredibly intriguing. This cult right now is still happening.
Uh-oh.
So this is only a 3-parter on Netflix called Escaping Twin Flames. And this couple built this spiritual business to help people find true love. Right. So what they do is they create all these classes for anything you can imagine. It's just you have a stub toe? We have a 10-part series. It's only $200 a month for a whole year. Ooh. Anyway, their whole thing is they help people find their twin flame, which is their true love. So all these people buy into it. Now, slowly but surely, all these followers are kind of dropping off and starting to tell these stories about these disturbing practices that are going on right now in this air quote cult. So they have not been arrested. You watch, in a year we'll be doing this story. It'll have a different ending.
Isn't it amazing, though, how Netflix is so up to date? That the fact that you're telling me that this cult is still happening.
Still happening. They have investigated in the not FBI, I don't think, but the local authorities, and they have found nothing to arrest them for. Here's the trailer.
I questioned Jeff, and his reply was, "How dare you question your God?"
I guess
Stop talking, please.
Fine.
Let the man speak. The image of Christ was actually me, the second coming, not Jesus, the first coming.
It's insane what I ask of you for you to have my divine light, and yet you get it, do you not?
He goes off on people like that in these sessions.
Wow.
He thinks it's him, not Jesus. And he looks
unbelievable
lot like Keith Raniere from NXIVM. So I'm telling you, 3 episodes, get in it, you won't regret it. Escaping Twin Flames. And then you're welcome for the next 2-hour rabbit hole that you're going to go down, because all their social media, all that stuff.
Oh, I always go down a rabbit hole.
It's all live still, active. Don't join, but just check it out.
Here's one for you called May December. This is one of the winter's buzziest films on Netflix. They're saying award season time. Here we go. May December, Gracie, played by Julianne Moore, and Joe, Charles Melton, their marriage is threatening to crumble, but then this actor shows up on their front porch one day. To prepare for a film, the actor, who is Natalie Portman, Elizabeth, has made it her goal to learn about their relationship beyond the tabloid headlines from 2 decades ago. But what happens when the actor takes her research a little too far?
I thought, here is a woman with a lot more to her than I remember from the tabloids.
What would make a 36-year-old woman have an affair with a 7th grader?
People, they see me as a victim.
Does this sound familiar, Barnes?
I mean, ish.
Well, ready for this? It's based on the story of Mary Kay Letourneau.
Oh, well, of course. Okay, now it all makes sense.
Remember, she was the elementary school teacher, and then she had the affair and went to jail and then they ended up getting married.
All right.
So
I do want to see that then.
Loosely based on the Mary Kay Letourneau story.
Oh, loosely based.
That's what it says here.
Okay. All right. Staying on my, I love true crime. Escaping Twin Flames, which I mentioned, would definitely fall in that.
Yeah.
You're going to love this one. So on Apple TV, John Lennon, Murder Without a Trial.
I've heard about this.
So December 8th was the day, the death of John Lennon, and they've got this new docuseries, and it is narrated by your buddy, Kiefer Sutherland.
Can you hear that voice narrating? Yes.
Oh, completely. Some of the people interviewed have never made public comments about what they witnessed that night when John Lennon was murdered at the Dakota apartment building in New York City. When you lived in New York City, did you ever go there to the spot?
Yeah, I did.
Is it eerie?
Well, not anymore, but, it's just it's just tragic.
It is tragic. If you don't know, Mark David Chapman asked John to sign his new album, Double Fantasy. John did, and when John and Yoko returned later that night, he shot and killed him, and then threw the album in a planter. It was auctioned, by the way, in 2020.
I saw that.
So this is on Apple.
Lennon was walking in, and this kid says, "John Lennon." This guy just shot John Lennon.
The alleged killer is Mark David Chapman. Chapman is a photographer from Hawaii.
He actually apologized to us. He said, "Gee, I'm sorry I ruined your night." And I says, "You got to be kidding me. You just ruined your whole life."
His intention was to bring fame to himself.
Was religion a motive?
And he said, "My name is Mark David Chapman. You'll remember my name."
Nobody's ever given peace a complete chance. Gandhi tried it, Martin Luther King tried it, but they were shot.
You can check that out on Apple. John Lennon, Murder Without a Trial.
Here's another Oscar buzz, and I've seen it in more places than one. Expected to gain significant recognition for Bradley Cooper, Maestro. In addition to directing and writing the biopic about composer Leonard Bernstein, Cooper stars in the leading role. Carey Mulligan plays his wife. It's hardly surprising that critics are already praising both lead performances. Maestro.
I love people so much that it's hard for me to be alone. That music, it keeps me glued to life.
I don't even know how much you need me to.
I might.
So much buzz for that. Who would have thought when you saw him in the first Hangover that he'd be such an acclaimed and accomplished actor?
I know. Coming to Netflix in December. Finally, Dr. Death Season 2 on Peacock. I didn't see Season 1, but...
You didn't see
Dr. Death...
Oh, go back, Fram.
Is it amazing?
Go see Dr. Death. You would like it. Yeah, it's absolutely... When they do these Season 2s, though, they kind of lose me.
Season 2 delving into the secrets of the Miracle Man, which will follow investigative journalist Benita Alexander, played by Mandy Moore, as she uncovers the story of Dr. Paolo Macchiano.
I think it's Macchiarini. Just say, yeah.
Played by Edgar Ramirez.
Yeah, that's better.
A surgeon developing artificial organs to heal patients. Dr. Death Season 2.
Macchiarini. I think
Macchiarini.
Man, that's a tough one. Let's watch.
My team and I have to deal with very extreme cases.
Just the ones extreme enough that nobody will notice when you kill them.
History is built on lines that we must be willing to cross.
What'd you do, Paulo? What did you do to them?
There's your streaming picks for December.
The Morning X with Barnes and Leslie. 99X.